It's the MOPOWERZ, where knowledge is power. Heads down, palms up, giving homage to the universe. And if this is your first time watching the MOPOWERZ, I ask that you share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation. And today's conversation is about civilized societies. How many of you out there think that we live in a civilized society? I say not. Because based upon my research, based upon real history, and not literature, but real history, ancient Egyptian black history, Kemetic history, we did not have jails. We did not have an army. We didn't have prisons. We didn't have laws that imprisoned people. Why? Because we were civilized. We had institutions of learning versus jails. We had cultures of family versus an army. What do we have today? We say that we're civilized today, yet we are unable at times to even come outside. We're too afraid. Why we're too afraid? Because somebody might cut our TV off, right? We are that civilized. We are that civilized that we are killing children in the streets right now. All across America, children are being shot at parties, in the street, at a stoplight, in McDonald's parking lot. Is that civilized to you? Black people still being hung in America. Is that civilized to you? Black people being shot and killed by racist white police. Is that civilized to you? We were so civilized that we didn't even have guns. I'm going to say that again. We were so civilized that we didn't even have guns. We did not need guns. What do you need a gun for? What do you need a gun for? And I want you to think about it and do your research. Who brought the gun into play and why? You understand? And that in itself should tell you, are we living in a civilized society? Nope. It speaks for itself. It speaks for itself. If we live in such a civilized society, why is the government making laws to ban you from having a gun? There's other reasons beside the common sense one, but think about it. If we were living in such a civilized society, why is the government working to take or ban our guns from us? Now, mind you, they're wicked as hell, and they have their ulterior motives, but I'm not talking about their ulterior motives. I'm talking about the motives that you have as an individual. Because there's individuals that shoot guns. Guns just don't shoot guns. I can remember back in time in history when, I think over in Germany, they didn't allow citizens to have guns. Now, you have some kid that got 9 kids got killed over in Russia in a high school. And now Putin is talking about what? Gun laws. It's just not America. This is a world thing. It's a world order on gun control. On gun control. If, like I said, if we were such a civilized society, we would not need guns. If we were such a civilized society, we would not need an army to protect all that which we have taken from other countries. This is why you need an army. If you was living in a civilized world or a civilized society, you wouldn't worry about anybody invade you. In fact, this is what happened. Think about it. Has anybody seen the movie Alexander the Greek? They call it Alexander the Great, but he won't get great for me because he conquered my black ancestors. I can't call him great for that. But needless to say, in that movie, which they didn't show Alexander the Greek coming into Egypt to conquer it. You know why? Because they would have to have shown you black people. They would have had to show you that there were black ancient Egyptians. That's why they didn't show you him coming in. In fact, they didn't even show you that we had an army, did they? Because we didn't. We didn't have to have an army. We were civilized. And what is the duty of a civilized man? Oh, to teach civilizations to others. To teach civilizations to others. But then you run into a problem because it's hard to reform the beast. It's hard to reform the beast. Who can make war with the beast? Can the civilized make war with the uncivilized? Mentally, not physically, mentally. And if you, as an individual, don't want to be a civilized person, shame on you. Maybe we should take all of the people that want to be uncivilized and just place them on the island. You know, place them somewhere by themselves. What they call that place, Jekyll Island over there in New York, right? Jekyll Island or somewhere? Yeah, that place over there. Yeah. Civilized societies. Civilized societies will not have people hungry in the street. Civilized societies will not have homeless people in the street. Hungry, homeless, broke, and left outdoors naked. No civilized society will have that when they are sitting on trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. A civilized society will not withhold medical treatment for a human being just because they don't have health insurance. I'm going to say that again. A civilized society will not withhold medical treatment from an individual just because they don't have medical insurance. I'm just saying. You think about that. It's your brother, the MOPOWERZ. Do you think that we as a people are civilized? Or do you think that we are civilized? Do you think we're living in a civilized society? Or do you think we're living in an uncivilized society? I really want to hear what you have to say, especially if you say that we're living in a civilized society. Leave your comments in the comment section. It's your brother, the MOPOWERZ, where knowledge is power. And if you haven't done so already, press that subscribe button, press that like button, press that share button, and also check out the MOSHEOW Chicago here on YouTube. Thanks for viewing. Peace out.